Welcome to Target Online Classes. Now we are going to discuss the second chapter in mathematics, polynomials. We already studied the chapter polynomials in 9th standard. We know more about polynomials. I'm explaining once again. A polynomial p of x in one variable x is an algebraic expression in x of the form p of x equals an x raised to n plus an minus 1 x raised to n minus 1 plus etc. plus a2x square plus a1x plus a0. Here a0, a1, a2, etc. an are constants and an not equal to 0. a0, a1, a2, etc. an are respectively the coefficient of x raised to 0, x raised to 1, x square, etc. up to x raised to n. Here each an x raised to n, n minus 1 x raised to n minus 1, a2x square, a1x, a0 are terms of these polynomials. Now you understood what is a polynomial in one variable. Now I am going to write a polynomial p of x in one variable. P of x equals 5x square plus 2x plus 3. Look at, this is a polynomial in one variable x. Here we know that it is also in the form x square plus bx plus c. Here the degree of the polynomial is 2. Degree is 2. So I am giving you another example for a polynomial in x. P of x equals 4x cube plus 2x square plus 3x plus 5. We know that this is already in the form of an x raised to n plus an minus 1 x raised to n minus 1 plus etc. plus a0. Therefore, this is also a polynomial in one variable x. And we can find the highest exponent of this polynomial is 3. Therefore, the degree of the polynomial is 3. So now you understood how we can write a polynomial in one variable. Now we are going to discuss the different types of polynomials. Based on the number of terms, we can classify polynomials into monomial, binomial, trinomial, etc. Listen, a polynomial of one term is called a monomial. Example, 2x. Suppose a polynomial p of x equals 2x. Here there is only one term, so this is an example of a monomial. Another example for monomial, p of y equals 4y square. Here also it contains only one term. So these are monomials. You can write many examples for monomial. Another one is 4x raised to 10. P of x equals 4x raised to 10. This is also an example for a monomial. So monomial means a polynomial of one term. A polynomial containing only one term is called monomial. Next, so now a polynomial of two terms is called a binomial. We studied that a polynomial containing only one term is called monomial. Now we are going to discuss about binomial. A polynomial of two terms is called a binomial. For example, suppose I am writing a polynomial p of x equals 4x cube plus 3x. Look at this one. How many terms are here? Here it contains only two terms. Therefore, this is an example for a binomial. Another example, p of x equals 9x raised to 100 plus 25. Look at, here also p of x contains only two terms, so this is also a binomial. In this way, we can write any example for a binomial. Now, another type is a polynomial of three terms. As we have defined binomial, we can define a polynomial containing three terms. A polynomial containing three terms is called a trinomial. If a polynomial is containing three terms, it is called trinomial. Trinomial means tri. The word tri means three. So trinomial means a polynomial which is containing three terms. For example, I am writing a polynomial p of x 4x raised to 5 plus 9x square plus 3. Look at this one. We can count the number of terms. Look at how many terms are here. Here there are three terms. 1, 2, 3. So clearly it is an example of a trinomial. So another example is p of x equals 5x raised to 99 plus 25 x raised to 50 plus 32x. Look at here also it contains 3 terms, so it is also a trinomial. Generally we can say that a polynomial is an algebraic expression which are containing many terms. Okay. Now we discussed the classification of the polynomials based on number of terms. Now we have to discuss another type of classification of polynomials based on the degree. We studied the degree of the polynomial is the highest exponent of the variable in a polynomial is called the degree of the polynomial. Based on the degree also we can classify polynomials. Listen, a polynomial of degree 1 is called a linear polynomial. So what's a linear polynomial? Linear polynomial is a polynomial of degree 1. Degree 1 means the highest exponent of the variable in the polynomial should be 1. That means, for example, listen here. Here there is a polynomial p of x. 5x. Clearly it is a polynomial in one variable x. P of x equals 5x. By looking this polynomial, it's very easy for us to understand what's the degree of this polynomial. That means the highest exponent of the variable, which is a variable here. It's very clear that it is a polynomial x, therefore the variable is x. The highest exponent of the variable here is 1. X means x raised to 1. So the highest exponent of the variable in the polynomial is called the degree of the polynomial. Here the highest exponent is 1, therefore the degree of this polynomial is 1. So we have discussed that a polynomial of degree 1 is called a linear polynomial. Therefore this is an example of a linear polynomial. Here also I am writing another example. 2x plus 3, another polynomial. P of x is equal to 2x plus 3. This is also a polynomial having degree 1. Here also the highest exponent of the variable x is 1, therefore it is also a linear polynomial. Hope that you understood linear polynomial. Now we are going to discuss a polynomial of degree 2. A polynomial of degree 2 is called a quadratic polynomial. We discussed that the polynomial of degree 1 is called linear polynomial. Now we are going to discuss the polynomial of degree 2, and the polynomial of degree 2 is called a quadratic polynomial. For example, listen here. P of x equals 4x square plus 5x plus 3. Look at this polynomial. Which is the highest exponent of the variable here? Clearly, highest exponent of the variable x is 2. Therefore, this is clearly a quadratic polynomial. We can write another example. P of x equals 9x raised to 2 plus 3. Look at this one. Here also, the degree of the polynomial is 2. Therefore, it is also a quadratic polynomial. Now we are going to discuss about another type of polynomials. A polynomial of degree 3. A polynomial of degree 3 is called a cubic polynomial. That means the highest exponent of the variable in that polynomial is 3. Then it will be a cubic polynomial. Example, p of x equals 4x raised to 3 plus 9x square plus 2. Look at this polynomial. 4x cube plus 9x square plus 2, which is the variable here. Clearly x is the variable, and which is the highest exponent of the x. The highest exponent of the x here is 3. Therefore, it is clearly a cubic polynomial. Another example, p of x equals 9x cube plus 2. This is also a polynomial having degree 3. That means cubic polynomial. These are cubic polynomials. Hope that you understood what is a polynomial in one variable and which are the different types of polynomials. That means based on the terms, number of terms, we can classify polynomials as monomial, binomial, trinomial, etc. Based on the degree, we can classify polynomials as linear polynomial, quadratic polynomial, and cubic polynomial. Okay, so we understood some important informations regarding polynomials. Now we are going to discuss the next important concept in this chapter. Listen, if p of x is a polynomial in x and if k is any real number, then the value obtained by replacing x by k in p of x is called the value of p of x at x is equal to k and is denoted by p of k. So this definition is given for how we are finding the value of a polynomial. So once again, listen here. If p of x is a polynomial in x and if k is any real number, then the value obtained by replacing x by k in p of x is called the value of p of x at x is equal to k and is denoted by p of k. So I will explain this concept with the help of an example. Listen here. So this idea, you can clear this idea with the help of this example. Listen here. This is p of x. P of x is equal to 4x square plus 3. Suppose this is a polynomial in x. So I am going to find the value of this polynomial. So how I can find the value of this polynomial? We can find the value of the polynomial by replacing the variable by a constant number. So here in this definition it is given that the value is obtained by replacing the variable x by a constant k. If we replace the variable by a value k, then we will be getting the value of the polynomial and the value will be denoted as p of k. If we are replacing x by a constant number k, we will be getting p of k. So this is a polynomial p of x which is given as 4x square plus 3. So I am going to find the value of this polynomial when x is equal to 3. Suppose I am replacing the variable x by a value 3. If I replace the value x by the variable, if you replace the variable x by value 3, we will be getting the value of the polynomial p of x at x is equal to 3 and we can denote it as p of 3. What is p of 3? P of 3 is the value of this polynomial when we replace x by 3. If we are replacing the variable x by 3, we will be getting the value of this polynomial and it is denoted as p of 3 and we can find p of 3 like this. So what is p of x here? It is 4x square plus 3. So we can find the value of this polynomial when x is equal to 3, that is p of 3 as replace this x square. X square will be replaced as 3 square plus 3. P of x equals 4x square plus 3. So we can find p of 3 which is equal to 4 into 3 square plus 3 which is equal to 4 into 9 plus 3, 36 plus 3 and 39. Okay, so we found the value of this polynomial p of x when x is equal to 3 and it is denoted as p of 3 and we found p of 3 as 39. This is the method to find the value of the polynomial. Okay, we can discuss another example. P of x equals 9x cube plus 2. Now I am going to find the value of the polynomial when x is equal to minus 1. When x is equal to minus 1. So we can find the value of this polynomial by replacing x by minus 1 and that value can be represented as p of minus 1. P of minus 1 we can find, we can replace x by minus 1. It is 9x cube plus 2. So simply we are replacing x as minus 1. So it will be 9 into minus 1 cube plus 2 which is equal to 9 into minus 1 cube is minus 1 plus 2, that is minus 9 plus 2 which is equal to minus 7. So we found the value of p of x when x is equal to minus 1. In this way we can find many values for p of x according as the variable changes. Okay, by changing the variable we will be getting different values for this polynomial. That is, the definition clearly explains, if p of x is a polynomial in x and if k is any real number, then the value obtained by replacing x by k in p of x is called the value of p of x at x is equal to k, and it can be denoted as p of k. Okay, so p of x is a polynomial, and if we are replacing x by k, we will be getting the value as p of k. P of k is the value of p of x when x is replaced as k. Okay, what do you mean by zero of a polynomial? So you can see the definition. Zero of a polynomial: a real number k is said to be a zero of a polynomial p of x if p of k equals 0. So which value of the variable will be 0 of the polynomial? It is clearly from the definition, a real number k is said to be a zero of a polynomial p of x if p of k equals 0. So what it means? So we can understand this one better by an example. So listen here. P of x is equal to x plus 2. This is a polynomial p of x which is equal to x plus 2, and we know how to find the value of this polynomial. This polynomial value നമുക്ക് കണ്ടുപിടിക്കാൻ അറിയാം. So that means for different values of x, we can give many values for x. So we will be getting the values according as the value of the variable. For example, I am going to find the value of this polynomial p of x by replacing x as minus 2. Look at it. ഈ പോളിനോമിയലിൽ നമ്മൾ എക്സിന് പകരം -2 കൊടുത്ത് ഈ പോളിനോമിയലിൻ്റെ വാല്യൂ കണ്ടുപിടിക്കുന്നു. That means we are going to find the value of this polynomial by replacing x as -2. So it will be p of -2. We are going to find the value p of -2. Okay. So what we get? Listen here. Here the polynomial is x plus 2. We are replacing x by -2. x ന് പകരം -2 കൊടുക്കുന്നു. So what we get? p of -2 equals -2 plus 2. What it will be? -2 plus 2 becomes 0. So we got p of -2 as 0. That means by giving the value for this variable, the polynomial becomes 0. പോളിനോമിയലിന് എക്സിന് പകരം -2 എന്ന വാല്യൂ കൊടുത്തപ്പോൾ ഈ പോളിനോമിയലിൻ്റെ വാല്യൂ 0 ആയി മാറി. That is, the value of the polynomial became 0 when x is equal to -2. Okay, be careful. P of x, this is the polynomial. This became 0 when x equals -2. This polynomial became 0 when x equals -2. എന്ന് പറഞ്ഞാൽ ഈ പോളിനോമിയലിലെ വേരിയബിളിന് -2 എന്ന വാല്യൂ കൊടുത്തപ്പോൾ ഈ പോളിനോമിയൽ 0 ആയി മാറി. The polynomial completely became 0. So look at the definition once again. A real number k is said to be 0 of a polynomial p of x if p of k equals 0. If p of k equals 0, then k is called the 0 of the polynomial. Here what is 0? Here p of -2 equals 0. When we give x is equal to -2, the polynomial's value p of -2 becomes 0. If p of -2 became 0, then we can say that -2 is 0 of p of x. Okay. So what happens here? Actually very simple. Here the polynomial is x plus 2. P of x is x plus 2. When we substitute x by -2, x ന് പകരം നമ്മൾ -2 കൊടുത്തപ്പോൾ ഈ പോളിനോമിയലിൻ്റെ വാല്യൂ എന്തായി മാറി? 0 ആയിട്ട് മാറി. So which value makes this polynomial 0? The value when we give x as minus 2, this polynomial became 0. Therefore, the value minus 2 is called the 0 of p of x. So for any polynomial, if any polynomial p of x, we can take any polynomial p of x, and if we are giving the value k for x, and if p of k equals 0, then k is called 0 of p of x. In this example, when we give minus 2 for x, the polynomial becomes 0. Therefore, minus 2 is the 0 of this polynomial. Clear? So this is the idea about 0. We can discuss this one with another example. So now I am going to give you another example. Suppose a polynomial p of x is equal to 4x square plus 3. There is a polynomial which is given as 4x square plus 3. We have to check whether minus 2 is a 0 of p of x. Suppose we have to check whether minus 2 is the 0 of p of x. How we can check whether minus 2 is 0 of this polynomial? Just find p of minus 2. Okay, we have to check whether minus 2 is a 0 of p of x. നമുക്ക് എന്താ ചെക്ക് ചെയ്യേണ്ടത്? മൈനസ് 2 ഈ പോളിനോമിയലിന്റെ 0 ആണെന്ന് ചെക്ക് ചെയ്യുക. ചെക്ക് ചെയ്യാൻ വേണ്ടി നമ്മൾ എന്ത് കണ്ടുപിടിക്കുന്നു? We are finding p of minus 2. Simple. We can find p of minus 2. So replace x by minus 2. It will be 4 into minus 2 square plus 3, which is equal to 4 into minus 2 square is plus 4 plus 3. So 16 plus 3, which is equal to 19. Okay, we got p of minus 2 is 19, and here p of minus 2, here p of minus 2 not equal to 0. Clear? x ന് പകരം minus 2 എന്ന വാല്യൂ ഇതിൽ കൊടുത്തപ്പോൾ നമുക്ക് p of minus 2 എന്ന വാല്യൂ കിട്ടി. ആ വാല്യൂ 0 എന്ന് കിട്ടിയില്ല. p of minus 2 is not equal to 0. Therefore, we can say that minus 2 is not a 0 of p of x. 0 ആകണമെങ്കിൽ വാല്യൂ കൊടുക്കുമ്പോൾ പോളിനോമിയലിന്റെ വാല്യൂ മൊത്തത്തിൽ 0 ആകണം. If the value of the polynomial is not becoming 0, the value that we are giving to the variable will never be the 0 of p of x. You understand? So this is about how we can check whether a value is a 0 of a polynomial or not. Okay, so I am giving you another example. We can discuss with another example. Suppose the polynomial is given as p of x as 9x plus 2. Check whether we have to check whether minus 3 is 0 of p of x. We have to check whether minus 3 is 0 of p of x. So question is very clear. Polynomial is given as 9x plus 2. We have to check whether minus 3 is 0 of this polynomial. Okay, let's check. How we can check this is a 0 or not? We have to check minus 3 is 0. So we have to find the value of the polynomial at x is equal to minus 3. That means we have to find p of minus 3. In order to check whether minus 3 is 0 of p of x, we have to find p of minus 3. Minus 3 0 ആണെന്ന് ചെക്ക് ചെയ്യാൻ വേണ്ടി നമ്മൾ കണ്ടുപിടിക്കേണ്ടത് p of minus 3 ആണ്. p of minus 3 നമുക്ക് കണ്ടുപിടിക്കാം. p of x is given as 9x plus 2. x ന് പകരം minus 3 എന്ന വാല്യൂ കൊടുക്കുമ്പോൾ we will be getting p of minus 3. Now we are going to find p of minus 3. Listen here. So 9 into p of x is 9x plus 2. So p of minus 3 will be 9 into minus 3 plus 2, which is equal to minus 27 plus 2. What is minus 27 plus 2? It will be minus 25. So here also p of minus 3 not equal to 0. p of minus 3 not equal to 0. Therefore minus 3 is not a 0 of p of x. Clear? This is the method. By doing this way, we can check whether a value is a 0 or not. ഏത് പോളിനോമിയലിൻ്റെയും വേരിയബിളിന് പകരം ഒരു വാല്യൂ കൊടുക്കുമ്പോൾ ആ പോളിനോമിയലിൻ്റെ വാല്യൂ കിട്ടുന്നു. ആ വാല്യൂ 0 ആണെങ്കിൽ നമ്മൾ വേരിയബിളിന് കൊടുത്ത വാല്യൂ ആണ് 0 of p of x. So that means the value of the variable by which the polynomial completely becomes 0, that value is called the 0 of the polynomial. Okay? Now we are going to discuss the 0 of a linear polynomial. So we know that a linear polynomial standard form is ax plus b. This is the general form for a linear polynomial. Look at, this is clearly a linear polynomial, and exponent, the highest exponent of the variable is 1, and this is the standard form for the linear polynomial. And clearly, how many terms are here? There are two terms, one is ax and other is b. And look at this definition. So any linear polynomial will be in the form of ax plus b. If a polynomial is in the form of ax plus b, then that polynomial 0 will be minus b by a. Minus b by a means b is the constant term. B is the constant term, and what is a? A will be the coefficient of x. So if the polynomial is ax plus b, its 0 will be minus b by a. That is, 0 is negative of constant term divided by coefficient of x. So in this way, by knowing this definition, we can find the 0 of any polynomial in the form of x plus b. Look at this polynomial. I have given another polynomial. Now p of x equals 2x plus 3. Clearly it is in the model ax plus b. It is in the form of ax plus b. 2x plus 3 എന്ന polynomial ax plus b എന്ന ഫോമിലാണ്. So then by using this definition, we can find its 0. What will be the 0 of this polynomial? Its 0 will be negative of constant term by coefficient of x. What is negative of constant term? Which is constant term here? 3. So negative of constant term is minus 3 divided by coefficient of x. What is it? Minus 2. So 0 of this polynomial is minus 3 by 2. Let's check whether it is the 0 of this polynomial. Can we check? So yes, we can check this one by giving this value to this variable. So p of minus 3 by 2. നമുക്ക് ചെക്ക് ചെയ്യാം 0 minus 3 by 2 ഈ പോളിനോമിയലിൻ്റെ 0 ആണോ എന്ന് ചെക്ക് ചെയ്യാം. എക്സിന് പകരം minus 3 by 2 എന്ന വാല്യൂ ഈ പോളിനോമിയലിന് കൊടുക്കുക. സോ എന്താകും? p of x is equal to 2x plus 3. So it will be 2 into, in place of x we are giving minus 3 by 2. P of minus 3 by 2 is 2 into minus 3 by 2 plus 3. 2 cancelled. So the answer is minus 3 plus 3. It will be 0. Clearly p of minus 3 by 2 is 0. Therefore minus 3 by 2 will be the 0 of this polynomial. Without finding this steps, okay, we can avoid this step simply by knowing this definition. So understand this definition better. 0 of a linear polynomial x plus b is minus b by a, negative of constant term by coefficient of x. Simply by looking the linear polynomial, we can write the 0 of the polynomial as minus constant term by coefficient of x. Okay? So in the same way, another example I am giving you, 9x minus 5. You have to find, it's a linear polynomial. 9x minus 5 is clearly a linear polynomial. We can find the 0 of this linear polynomial. What is 0? 0 of, take it as p of x. 0 of p of x is what? Negative of constant term divided by coefficient of x. What is constant term here? Minus 5. So it's negative. Minus of minus 5. Negative of minus 5 is minus 5 divided by coefficient of x. Coefficient of x is 9. So minus of minus 5 is what? Plus 5 divided by 9. So 0 of p of x is 5 by 9. So we can check it whether it is 0 p of 5 by 9. What is p of 5 by 9? 9 into 5 by 9 minus 5. So 9 cancelled, 5 minus 5, 0. So clearly our answer is right. 5 by 9 is the 0 of this linear polynomial. Got it? So this is the method to check whether any value is 0 of this polynomial, and for a linear polynomial by applying this definition. 0 of a linear polynomial is linear polynomial ax plus b is minus b by a, that is negative of constant term divided by coefficient of x. Okay, hope that you understood this concept. Okay, so we discussed some important ideas regarding polynomials. Okay, so now we understood what is a polynomial, which are the different types of polynomials. Based on number of terms we can classify polynomials. Also based on degree we can classify polynomials. Also we discussed how we can find the value of a polynomial, and we discussed what is a 0 of a polynomial. So understand this topic well. So this session is over. Okay.